There we go. Now I really am back. And I remembered what I wanted to speak about earlier. Are you game? Life is a game. The game. Why does it have to be a game? Oh, well, that is just the topic I wanted to speak about earlier. And if I'd only remembered, I'd probably speak about it further, and that's why we'll probably have a second part of this in the future. But for now, let's just keep it at that. Life is a game, right? Just like I hear people on the internet all the time talking about life is a game, right? Here, I'll let you take one look at my living room. There you go. You want to see out my window just for 1 second? There you go. Isn't it beautiful? Anyway, off topic. Life is a game. People playing video games, right? Well, game shows. You know, people winning money and green paper, man-made. Life is a game. You always have to ask why. Why is life a game? Because we make it a game. Does it have to be a game? No, we could help each other. But that's not how it works. You got to work hard. You got to do what I say, or it's the highway. Life does not have to be a game. Life can be an amazing, beautiful experience, and humans, the basic humanity, is absolutely brilliant, from what I understand. But no, it never will be, because we're in hell, and only in hell are people ignorant. Not everybody's ignorant. Some people are wonderful, like my subscribers, if any. Right now I only have 7 subscribers. This is about my 36th to 7th video. I'm still trying to get up there. But as I was saying, that was what I wanted to speak about earlier. That's what I was trying to think of. Why is it game? Life is a game, right? Well, it's more like a movie. Or a bittersweet song, right? What are the 3 main points to the triangular entertainment was the song, the movie, and the game, right? The video games, the movies, and the big movie screen, which I hardly ever go to anymore. Almost everything's on the internet. I'm always on the internet. Yeah, of course, the television screen, the small screen, the big screen. So yeah, just like I said, the game, the movie, and the song, right? Life is a bittersweet song. But pretty much everything is reduced to being a crazy, mediocre, miserable game. And why? Because there's that top 1% making it that way. It doesn't have to be that way. This ain't Monopoly. This is not the game of life. Well, there is an actual game of life. But you know what I mean. Life is quite pointless. And therefore, we need to try to fix that. But nobody's trying to fix it. And why? Not everybody, of course, especially my subscribers, but ignorance. One word, ignorance. You have to know, in order to play a game, you have to know how to play the game, right? Well, why aren't we playing the game well? Because everybody seems to be losing, man. When I play Monopoly, I'm always like the car or the thimble. But it's not like that in real life. It's like, oh, I want to do this or that. No, you gotta have this. You gotta have this, you gotta have, just like I had my Godfather video a minute ago. You gotta have this, you gotta have that, you gotta have all these things. Why? Oh, because we say so. That's just the way it goes. It's policy, it's rule, it's law. Do we make the law? Do we make everything? Do we create everything? Yes, because we're trying to regulate society. Why? Because there's so much ignorance in the world. And the bad apple ruins it for all the good apples, right? If any, which there are plenty. There are plenty of good apples in the world, and they all have to suffer in the game of life. That we make a game. It doesn't have to be a game. We make it that way. We need to understand that life is only a game if we make it a game. Then the light comes on. We see the beauty before us. But as long as our eyes are shut, it shall never be. We will always be in the dark, trying to find our way out. Now, why does life have to be that way? Why can't it just be bright and sunny? No, everything must be difficult, because that top 1% makes it difficult. For all the nice people, the good things happen to the bad people, the bad things happen to the good people. Why? Because the ignorance seems to shine in this world of not necessarily having to be hell over the brightness. Darkness is not mightier than light. The light will always overshine the darkness. But in order for that to happen, there must be light. Otherwise, it will completely stay dark. We want light, right? It's like We want to be able to see where we're going. We want to see the hands in front of our faces. But we will never see it until our eyes are open. Otherwise, it will remain dark. And that's the game we play. People are always trying to dominate each other. People are always trying to win the quote-unquote game. What game? Why can't we just help each other? What did Jesus say? Love your enemy. Jesus, Yeshua Christ, who was a Jew. Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus, you ever want to call it, whatever you want to call him. Christians, they call him Jesus, of course. The long, slender-tailed gentleman. I'm not going to go into detail with that. But yes. What did Jesus say? Love your enemy. Love your enemy. What does that really mean? What is a real enemy? Is it, there it goes again, the evil, everything outside of you, right? Is the enemy out there, or is it within here, within? Look inside yourself, look in your heart, your soul, whatever you want to call it, man. I don't care what you call it. Boop, 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 boop. What is that thing that keeps us alive? Oh, we're organisms, right? Just like Meaning Cycle says. What happens when the organism dies? Do we die? Or is that just our little container? Some people believe that the body's all there is. Life is a game. What game are we playing, man? If we're immortal spiritual beings, then there is no game. We just bring it on ourselves. But if we are just organisms, then the game is that we're all going to die anyway. So what game, man? This stuff is all made up. You can't make something up. You can't actually make something up. The only thing you can really do is manipulate people. Because when we first are born, our minds are just like, those first 5 years, it's just open. It's just like a sponge. It just soaks it all in, just spider web. You catch the fly and eat it up, whatever you experience. Those first 5 years, we are indoctrinated, which the word I hear a lot is indoctrinated we are assimilated into the ways of this world. And what does that mean? That we forget to think for ourselves. You got to go out there and get everything. You never look within. If we all looked within, what do you think would happen? We'd mind our own business and we'd leave each other the hell alone, right? Because why are we in hell? Because nobody's leaving each other alone. What did I say in my last video? If we all helped ourselves, then we'd all help each other in the process, and peace would come to the world. But this has been shown in many demonstrations throughout the world. And the world is nothing more than what we are conscious of and what we create for ourselves. But until we become aware of the fact that we are bringing out ourselves, and until we look within ourselves and create our own realities and help each other, we will continue to look for something, reaching for something, reaching for a star. It's like, oh, you'll never reach it, but you got to keep trying. What was that in Family Matters? Steve Urkel said that. You're going to be reaching for something that you don't realize that you already have, is what I'm trying to say, man. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a lawnmower out there. I'm going to step in here so it's a little more quiet. But yeah, as long as my finger's over the phone. You already seen my apartment in the night and the day, and I even let you see my face a little bit when I was at the hotel, which I just came back from. I don't feel like going to another hotel today. I think it's going to be a while before I do that again. But yeah, it's just why we're here. We're here to learn and grow, and we're doing it the hard way. We make life a game, right? Why has it got to be a hard game? Why can't it be an easy game? Because then we'd be lazy, right? Just like Thought Provoker says all the time, oh, you're lazy. I say, go screw yourselves. That's not what he says. He says, go fuck yourselves. But yeah, that's why this video is for people over 18. You're not supposed to say that word. Go screw yourself would probably be more what I say. But that's what he says. Anyway, one day I'm going to hopefully get my own panel going on StreamYard or whatever. Still trying to reach 50 subscribers. Got 43 seconds for this one. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. I was listening to my Meaningless Cycle video, one of my favorite videos, where he goes, life is meaningless or whatever. Where he wears the red shirt, that is, oh God, that's just crap everywhere, man. It makes me laugh every time. I definitely, if you haven't seen that video, get on there and see it. But, this is just number one. This is just part one. I will make it a second part, more than likely in the future. That's why life is a game. Because we make it that way, just like we bring everything ourselves. That's all for this one. This Black Hole Handle 1 up. See you later for now, and peace out. Give me video recommendations. Ciao for now.